Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to October's edition of Tech Time with myself as a special speaker. We also have Chris on, so if you have questions that I can't answer, Chris will jump in and join us. Today we'll be talking about creating flyers with Canva. So Canva is an online website that you can sign up for. It was launched in 2013. It is an online design and publishing tool with a mission to empower everyone in the world to design anything and publish anywhere easily. Canva is a free service to use for creating, customizing, and developing marketing materials, social media content, presentations, and so much more. There is also a pro plan that is the non-free version. That one you would have to sign up and pay for. It is $119.99 for a 12-year membership with a 30-day free trial, but you don't necessarily need pro to do what you want. A lot of the features of the free account are available that would get you whatever you wanted to do as far as design and content was concerned. So today I'm going to show you how to create and customize a new listing flyer for a residential listing through Canva. Okay?
Yep.
So as you can see, this is Canva. So it's just canva.com. We are currently signed into our account. So it is going to look a little different when you sign up and create your own account. So Canva is very user-friendly. So what you're just going to do is you're just going to go in this search bar right here and search whatever you're trying to create, whether it's a new listing flyer, an open house flyer, maybe you're wanting to do a Facebook post, whatever you're looking for, just type it in. So we're going to do a new listing flyer. And then search. And this is going to give you, as you can see, we have over 13,000 different templates that you can use for creating your open house flyer. Now, if you want to create your own design without using someone's template, then that's completely fine as well. But if you're just looking for inspiration or you're not really sure what you want it to look like, I would go through all these templates and figure out which one you're wanting to use. So the first thing I want to point out is you'll see these little symbols right here. These are the pro symbols. So these are not available for the free version. So while you're scrolling through it and looking for the flyer you want to select, be mindful that if you are not pro, do not select this template because you will not be able to use it. So we're going to select one that's free. Now I like to select a flyer that has multiple photos already in it so that we can showcase multiple rooms throughout the house. If you don't want to do that, then of course choose whichever one you would like. For instance, you'll see this template, we only have one photo, but this template we have two. So I'm going to select this one. Now, once you have selected the template, it will pop up on your screen. It will have different things everywhere. All templates are different. So this one may have a contact us for you to fill in. It may not. If it doesn't and you want to add that, that's totally fine. So first step, so we selected our flyer. Now we're going to upload the photos for the new listing that we're doing. So you'll select this uploads button right here. And then you'll upload your files. And this will pull anything from your desktop. I got a couple, so we're just going to select a couple to upload. So let's say this is the front of the house. All you have to do is click on it and then drag it and throw it wherever you want. Same with the other photo you want to select. Now let's say this photo, you want to see the for sale sign. If you just double click it, then you can move it around. This one won't actually let me move the for sale sign, but you can move it around however you want to do so. Same with this one, wherever you're wanting to highlight. That is how you will upload the photos and move them around. And then if you decide, you know, you want to change them, just throw them wherever you want. Really simple. Don't do that. Now, if you are wanting to, so this is your flyer, you now filled it out, you have everything on here, you like the way it looks, and you want to print this out as a flyer, or if you want to make it a newsletter size, or if you want to make it for social media. Right now, we have it set up. This flyer is actually an Instagram post size flyer. So if you were to share this to Instagram, it does meet the dimensions required for posting photos to Instagram. But let's say we want to actually print this off and put it, you know, at in our box for our new listing. We can select this resize button right here. And then we want to do an 8.5 by 11. And then click resize. And now this is an 8.5 by 11 size. So it's a normal size paper for printing out for a flyer. If you decide later, then maybe you want to do a 5 by 3 photo of it for whatever reason, just resize, and it's resized for you. So it's really easy to figure out or to resize it to whatever you want it to be, whether you want it big, small, this, that, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you're looking for. So now that we've created the flyer that we want to use, in order to download it, we'll just hit this share button right here and then download. And then it has an option for file types. So you could download it as an image, a PNG, or you can download it as a PDF if that is what you would like to do as well. And then there are video and GIFs options, but that is more in depth for Canva if you're actually looking to really dive into Canva for social media. Then let's say you have this created. I'm actually going to resize it because it's kind of too small now. Oh, I didn't. Let's just grab a new one. Define. Okay, so let's say we've designed this flyer and now I want to share it to social media to help generate interest in our new listing. Before you do that, you will have to link your social media channels first. So in order to do that, you would go to your settings and then scroll down to connected social accounts. And we're already connected. But if you were not connected, it would have an option to select and connect your social media channel and your login information. Once you are connected to social media, then go back to your share button and then share on social, and then select the social media channel you want to share it on. So if we want to share it to our Facebook page, there is our Facebook account that we have connected. And then we could type something like, check out this new listing, and then publish. And then once you do that, it will load your design. And then it will say your post has been published. And then you could check it out, and then you can check out your post history as well. So that is how you would share to social media. And they also have Instagram, that we have TikTok, Facebook stories, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. So really any social media, mainstream social media channel that you're looking for. If you have the pro level membership, then you will be able to schedule it for a future date and time. That's really great for just planning social media content. But if you are not a pro member, then you will not have access to that. but certain channels like Facebook and Twitter specifically will allow you to schedule a post out later just through their channel specifically. So you could do that way as well. Now, the next thing I want to go over is logos and business colors. So some agents have their own colors they like to use and their own specific logo that they like to use. So for instance, with Champions, we have our Champions logo, and then our Champions colors are blue and orange, a very specific blue and a very specific orange. So if you were wanting to upload those colors for that logo, you would go to text, we're going to do logo colors first. And then select this color icon right here. And then edit your brand colors right here. Now the brand colors is pro only though, I will say. And then you'll select your colors. So whatever it may be. And that is how you would do that. If you wanted to use a specific font that was just like your type of thing, you could also upload your font here as well. So that is how you would get your brand colors. Now your brand logo is also in your brand kit. And you would just click this plus sign and then select your logo through your folder on your desktop. And then click open, and then it will be in there as well for you to use. And then you can also, from your logo, you can get the logo color. So it does use artificial intelligence to detect the color shaded images. It's not always 100% accurate, but it is something you could try. I will say, if you see here where it says photo colors, you'll see that it's pulling actual shade of color from these photos. So this one right here is pulling from colors in this photo. So you can use that to make your text match. So I made that color match this shade of gray. Now so that's how you do brand colors. So the next thing is, if you are a pro level member, again, you don't have to be pro for Canva. You really don't. I know I keep saying there's pro stuff, but you really don't need to be pro. But if you are pro, and let's say this is something that you really like and you want to use this specific template for all of your new listings, then you would click on share, and then you would select more, and then you would select brand template. And what this is going to do is this is going to publish the template for you to use for any future new listing flyer that you want to use. And then when you actually go, we actually have a template we use here. So let me pull it up. Give me one moment. Not sure where I saved. Okay. So we have an open house flyer template that I use when I post your open houses on social media. So this is the template I've created. So when you select the template, you can use this template or you can edit the original. What's great is when you hit use this template, you're not editing this original copy. So you can do the design however you want to, and you'll still have the template in its original format. Okay. The next thing I want to cover is how to customize. So this is the template we've decided to use. This is the new listing flyer we want to use. We have all our photos, we have our contact information, and that we would like to do so. But I'm not really necessarily a fan of the font, or I'm not necessarily a fan of these weird dots over here. I don't like that. So how can I customize this to make it what I want instead of just the Canva template that was given to me? So let's say I want to get rid of these circles first. I can hit the delete button to get rid of it, or I can select this color if I decide, I want to use, my brand color, my blue, instead. I don't want it to be gray. I want it to match my brand. And then I can see this change all. So if I click this, it's going to change anything that's white into my brand color. So you see these changed just like that. And then next day I want to change, you know, the listing, the words to be my brand color. I just selected that. I'm going to select change all, and now everything's now my brand color. Let's say I want to make this line bigger. Do that. Make it smaller. I can do that. I want to make it angled. I can do that. If I want to change the ends, let's say I want to have some circles at each end, I can do that right here. If I want to make this line thicker, I can do so here. If I want to make it dotted, I can do so here. I can make it rounded. And that's just all the things I can do on this line. Canva is really easy to manipulate and change to be things you want. Let's say you want to add some cutesy little for sale sign. So we can go to elements and we can select or search for sale. And look, there's some cute little for sale signs. Oh, there's a little sale right there. We can just pop on in there. And if you look, this one's actually animated. So that would be great for social media if that's something you wanted to do. That, let's say you want to add a photo for whatever you're looking for. Let's say you want a photo of pumpkins. You're trying to make it Halloween, get some attention for social media. Search pumpkins in photos. There's some pumpkins. Select whatever you want. That's not really much pumpkins, but you know, and then make it bigger, smaller, whatever you want to do. You can also throw it in there too. So your customized features, you have elements, you have texting, that text for words you can add, photos. Styles is also another place you can go to for brand colors. And then videos, if you have videos on here as well, background, if you want to change that. But that's diving more into Canva and not creating flyers. But just know that it is really customizable. It is really user-friendly. There is search everywhere. If you are using Canva and you really want to know how to do something, but you just can't figure it out, Canva does have an education center and a learn center with blogs and helps. So you can go in here, it will teach you the basics of Canva. So if you really want to use Canva for creating flyers, for social media content, for really wherever you're wanting to go with it, they have all the information for you on their website. And the last thing I want to cover is printing. So let's say, you know, we like the way this flyer looks. We want to get it printed. Canva actually offers print services. So if you select this print flyers option, then you can go through, fill it out, and Canva will print it off and ship it to you. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily going to be cheaper than if you just came into the office or you went to Office Depot for printing. But if you are looking for something specific, some specific type of paper style, or you want to, you know, print bulk, they do have all these options for you. This is the same thing with more than just flyers. Like I said, you can create anything with Canva. So, I mean, you can even go so far as to print t-shirts and coffee mugs and stuff like that. Okay. So that is how you would create a flyer with Canva. So any questions?
I have a question.
Go for it. I'm ready.
So you get the flyers designed, they print them. How quickly do they print them? And do they ship them to the office? And how quickly does that happen?
So you would go
process.
So you would go through the process for shipping and then fill everything out, go through your double checks and everything. And then once you hit checkout, then it'll give you the options for shipping, where you want it to go and stuff like that. So as you can see, like free shipping would be 7 to 14 days.
Wow, that's pretty good.
But for things like flyers, you know, the office is, you know, here for you, Office Depot, the Northwest MLS, different places for flyer printing. But if you want to do something like crazier, like coffee mugs, then this is something you can look at.
Can you go back to the minimum size of flyer you can print or you can design? I did not get that. I know there is a 8 by 11. What's the smallest size you can go for?
Smallest size for resizing that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it really depends on what you're looking for, like Facebook posts, logos, you can go
I'm
business
thinking of
cards,
I'm thinking
postcards.
Of postcard. Okay, postcard. That's what I was looking for. Okay.
Labels, calendars. So
Okay.
really even as something as small as a tag,
Okay. Okay. Wow,
you
that's
just keep scrolling. They have so
quite
many.
a range of sizes. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So thank you. And for example, if I want to print with the office, I just send them the document, right, through this normal system for
So
printing.
yeah, so you can, if you set up a Canva account and you created your flyers and you wanted us to print them off for you, then you can either download the PDF and send it to myself or any other staff, or you have the option, you can actually share this with a different Canva user. So you could share it with our Champions Canva account, which we could get you that information if you wanted it.
Okay.
And then we could actually look at your flyer. We could make changes to your flyer. We can edit your flyer. So if, let's say you're struggling with, you know, I really want to get rid of this line, but I just can't figure out, Chelsea, how do I do this? If you share it with me, then I actually have the opportunity to go in and move things and play around with it for you.
And regarding posting it to the Facebook, I can always go to the Champions Facebook site, right?
Yep. And right here, I just wanted to show you, if you click this plus, share this design, you type in our email address, and then give us access to either only view it or we can play around with it.
Okay. Good, thank you.
Any other questions? Oh, one other thing I wanted to share. I just thought about this. So let's say this is too small and you just want to zoom in to get a better view. There is a zoom option, right? So if you can't quite tell or see what you're doing, you can always zoom in. Chris, you got anything you want to add?
Well, there's one thing I thought of, kind of, it was close to the beginning. There was an option to save it as a copy. So that's something if you wanted to keep, or yeah, when you resize it.
So what he's talking about, when you resize it, let's say you want to keep this 8.5 by 11 because you wanted to print out the flyer, but you also want to resize it for Instagram because that's where you want to share it, for example, you can select this and then click copy and resize. So you'll keep this copy and then you'll also have the resized Instagram copy. And then if you have questions, it also click there for more information too. And then you also do have the ability to change here. So if, let's say, you wanted to do legal, you could change it to legal.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anybody? Okay. So I just really wanted to go over this with you all because I do think Canva is a really good online tool that you can use, again, for free and help customize your real estate designs. And then if you ever have any questions, you know, feel free to reach out and let us know.
Okay, so the only other question I have, Chelsea,
Yes,
is
ma'am.
have you taken, so obviously you've created flyers from this resource. Have you had them printed and do you identify what kind of paper and all that?
We have not used their printing services, no.
Oh, okay, we do it in-house.
All of the stuff I do, we either print on the paper, the special paper we have, or it's used for social media, which doesn't, right, there's no printing.
Yeah, exactly, okay. All
For
right,
instance, like that open house flyer template that I showed earlier, when I am making those, all of those go to Facebook.
Yeah. okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I will add,
And also like, if you want to print a leaflet which you want to mail out, fold and mail out, you can also do this with Canva, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes, good to know.
So this is just another marketing
Tool,
option for everyone to use.
yeah, it's good. Very good.
Thank you all so much for joining me for today's tech
Thank you
time.
for bringing this tool, is quite useful.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
It does take a little bit of time to play around with, just to figure out what you can and can't
Exactly.
do. But yeah, it's really nice.
That's good. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thanks for-
Chelsea.
You're welcome. Thanks everyone for joining. Have a great day, y'all.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, you too. Bye, guys.
Bye.